Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Beast team, my name is Azizat Fajembola, and I'm applying to be your YouTube creative strategist. I looked at the three questions which were sent, which were requested, answers were requested for, and I dissected them to the best of my understanding. I'm based in New York, and the first question I choose to dissect is picking two of Mr. Beast's videos from last year and walking you through what I think worked best and specific moment structure, pacing, characters, takes, emotion, retention, thumbnails, titles, or anything else I noticed, and what the Mr. Beast team should do more of. So the first video I chose was how Mr. Beast and his team spent 1 hour inside the pyramids. I chose it because of how the controversy around the pyramids, and also the number of hours spent in the pyramid. So what caught my attention from the video, the moment, is the information about the pyramids. This is something no one has done before, people don't know about. So this is something people want to be knowledgeable about, and that can get the attention of anyone. The structure, 100 hours video deserves an ample time. I feel an 100-hour video deserves an ample time of coverage. And also, people who watched the video wanted to know what happened in every hour. I feel every hour should have been summarized in a minute. So it should be like a 100-minute video, at least a 100-minute video. So why did I feel it should be a 100-minute video? Because it has never been documented by any individual. The visuals I saw has never been documented by any individual or organization. So I feel, as the pioneer to do that, the video time should be longer. The pacing, I feel the video was easy to follow and understand. It was very comprehensible to anyone who watched, children and adults. The characters were basically the staff of Mr. Beast and staff of the tourist site who contributed to the informative video. I feel it was exciting, not just as a viewer seeing the perspective of the Mr. Beast team speaking about what they are seeing and the extent they could go to, but also seeing the staff of the story set explaining things which the Mr. Beast team and also we humans don't understand. So what are the stakes? People wondered if if those who went into the pyramids would come out alive, and the world watched the video to confirm the superstitions about not just the Egyptian pyramids but Egypt. There are a lot of superstitions about the pyramids. There are a lot of controversy and myths about the pyramids. So people wanted to know if the same Mr. Beast spent such long number of hours, and he still spent such long number of hours in the pyramids. What they would see, if anything would happen to them, if a spirit would swallow them or something like that. And also the myths about the pyramid, if they are truly right. So the emotion, I felt the video brought out the emotions humans wanted to see in the video, because it kept every viewer at the edge of the seat. You couldn't predict what will come next. Although you could know, okay, Mr. Beast was like, oh, we are going to the next to this pyramid. He was naming them where would go to, but you could not predict what you find in the pyramids. You could not predict what will happen in the pyramids. So I feel that was very great for that video. Thumbnails. What attracted, as I said in the beginning, 100 hours. No one has spent such number of hours in the pyramid. So 100 hours caught attention, and also the picture of the pyramids caught attention. The word pyramids on the thumbnail also caught attention, which made it attractive. The pyramids of Egypt are global tourist sites which is a very high means of revenue for not just Egyptians but Egypt as a country. So the formation of pyramids are still being argued about, and personally, I feel they are the pyramids were built by supernatural beings. Yes, they are Egyptians, but I feel they're built by supernatural beings who are Egyptians, not humans who are Egyptians. That is my personal view. So the thumbnail had everything it needed: the number of hours, the picture of the pyramids, and also the title. Excellent. So, what I feel as a team is the Mr. Beast team we can do more of is use drones. It's a recent video. It wasn't 10 years or 20 years ago. Drones are used commonly these days. So I see no reason why drones shouldn't be used in such video to visit areas where the Mr. Beast team and the staff of the pyramid site cannot go into. I feel a drone would have gone into those hooks and very narrow places in the pyramids. And when a tour guide says there is nothing significant to check out, there is no need to go there, I feel the Mr. Beast team can confirm with a drone to show viewers like there is actually really nothing to explore in what the tour guide is saying, confirm what he's saying, because like I said, there are controversies and there are myths. So many people watching these videos want to clear their controversies, they want to clear the myths, they want to understand more. So saying there is nothing there and you not checking is like those myths are not cleared, the controversies are not cleared, people are not convinced like there is nothing there, because there is a lot of information going on around globally on the pyramids. So I feel every video should have a slogan. I heard one of the tourist guides saying, if you can build a pyramid, you can do anything. I believe every video, like for example, the video on the pyramids should have a slogan from the beginning, which the Mr. Beast and his team can keep saying to keep reinforcing the knowledge and the information every viewer is consuming. So I feel a slogan should have been attached to it, which is if you can build a pyramid, you can do anything. What I feel the Mr. Beast team can do more of is also build puzzle games and game apps, which gives every player a simulation of every video you make, making everyone connect more with your brand and your work. 100 hours inside the pyramids should be at least a 100 minutes video. I mentioned that earlier, and it was too summarized for such an explorative experience. Everything should be explained, everything in the environment should be explained as much as Mr. Beast and his team can, and information on the environment should not intentionally be ignored just because you as visitors don't know it. I feel more questions should have been asked. The ignorance or knowledge of Mr. Beast and his team should have also be confirmed through questions. During the video, I saw an aspect where they were saying the oxygen level is low, and you confirmed it that you couldn't breathe well, that you can feel it like the oxygen level is low, but you didn't tell us the percentage. I feel there should be you should go with an instrument that measures the oxygen level of the particular place. I feel if that should have been anticipated and to check for it to know the oxygen level of different areas in the pyramids. I feel also Mr. Beast and his team should have told us what they aim to achieve in each video, and at the end tell us how many you achieved. I noticed at the beginning he mentioned that okay, in this video we want to do this, want to do this, we want to do this. And during the video he mentioned want to visit this place, want to visit this place, we want to visit this place. But at the end of the video he didn't mention how many things the team, Mr. Beast and his team, wanted to achieve and what they were able to achieve and what they didn't achieve. Something else I feel Mr. Beast and his team should work more on is work with entrepreneurs who have tools useful for your videos. I feel collaboration creates more reach and also collaboration creates more impact because just like the the oxygen measuring instrument or whatever instrument that will be useful for that specific video. I feel a lot of collaborations would have come in to improve the knowledge and understanding of the video, and also to help future tourists who might want to visit to know which materials to go with. So basically, that's it. I feel as a creative strategist, what I would have done or what I would do more of for the 100 hours video in the pyramid is basically make sure there is a slogan to each video, use drones, make sure they have apps and games. I feel inside the pyramids there is a lot and a lot of games that can come out of that if enacted into like Mr. Beast game app or puzzle material to help, which can be played by not just the young but also the old. So the second video I looked at, which caught my attention, is in the last 1 year is the beat Ronaldo and win $1 million. That will get anyone's attention because Ronaldo is a global star. Cristiano Ronaldo is a global star. And moments which stood out for me in the video was on information about each celebrity. Sportsman was educative. Like some people just know about Ronaldo, some people just know about soccer, about football. They don't know about other sports. They don't even know the celebrities, the top players in other sports. So I feel that was good, letting us know the background of each celebrity. The structure, I feel the structure was also excellent, bringing celebrities to compete with normal people, or bringing top players in the sports game to compete with normal people who are not at their level. I feel it's excellent, and different games made the video more interesting. It was not just about soccer, football, and Cristiano Ronaldo. It was about other games. It made it educative. It made it anticipatory to see what is next, what sport is next, and which top player will win, and if there is anyone who will win a top player in specific sports game. So lastly, for the structure, I feel charity causes attached to each sports to a player winning made the video more impactful. Like if the celebrity or the top player doesn't win, it's going to the other person, mean it's going to a charity because it's made it beautiful and impactful and to see and to watch. Pacing, it was easy to follow and understand, just like the first video. I feel all Mr. Beast videos are easy to follow and understand for not just the young but also the old. It's a video that crosses across all generations. So characters, the presence and participation of celebrities, colleagues, family, and friends of the players made the video intergenerational and impactful. So not just we were not just watching the top players in the sports, we were watching celebrities, colleagues, family, friends, classmates of these players, cheering them on, watching, participating. So it made it exciting and intergenerational and impactful. The stakes, seeing the money physically added to the excitement. It's one thing to see that, oh, we're giving you $1 million. It's one to say, oh, we're giving you $100,000, and it's another thing to see the money in person you are competing for. So seeing the money physically in the Cristiano Ronaldo game, like increase the excitement of who win the game. Emotion, I would say, I'm not really a big soccer fan, but I was at the edge of my seat to see the tension on who beat a celebrity, and there was tension in the atmosphere. For each sport that was showcased, there was tension in the atmosphere. If the top player in these sport games will lose, so the emotion was anticipatory combined with excitement thumbnail, Ronaldo is an iconic football player. Just his picture without even any word. People are going to watch the video. So people wanted to know if it's possible for anyone to beat Ronaldo, the great Ronaldo, and the amount of money attached to the video will get anyone's attention. $1 million Ronaldo, those are two attractive things that will make anyone click on the video to watch it. So for me, that was excellent. Any other thing I noticed is I feel Mr. Beast and his team would have do more of making different sections of one sports video related but with smooth transition and make it anticipatory. So I feel the videos were just we are put next to each other, but there was no transition from one game to another, and there was no they were not related in any way. I feel there would have been a way to make them related meaning smoother transition, so it won't like be like a block to the viewer's eyes. Like, okay, that part is done. I feel that would have been a way. I feel there is a way to make it um the transition smoother and make it the videos related, like moving to like does the way the DJ does if you've gone to clubs or parties where if it wants to like move to the next song, like it makes it like blending. I feel there was a way. I feel there is a way to do that. Um Also, anything else I noticed is the presence of celebrities increased the number of views for this video. It has a very high number of views. The presence of top players in the sport games increased the number of views. So the second question on what I would change, basically, I didn't want to pick any other video for the second question. So basically, I chose the videos for number one, the videos on the pyramid and also the video on the sports game. So pick one to two Mr. B's videos from the last year. So the first video on how Mr. Beast and his team spent 100 hours inside the pyramids. I feel when you, as an individual or as a team, you are doing such videos, timing is important. Um, Timing is important in explorative videos. 100 hours inside the pyramid should be at least 100 minutes videos. I mentioned it earlier. It was to summarize for such an explorative experience. Everything should have been explained in the environment as much as Mr. Beast and his team can. And Mr. Beast and his team shouldn't have intentionally ignored the environment just because you don't know it. I feel there are many parts in the pyramids that were ignored. I feel at least 70 to 80% of inside the pyramid should have been explored. I feel not enough questions were asked. I don't know if there was a limit to that from the tour guides, and enough misconceptions should have been cleared from the video. I mentioned this earlier, the oxygen level is low at what percentage. I feel it's also important to let your viewers know what percentage, what's the level of oxygen saturation in any of the pyramids that had low oxygen level. So Mr. Beast and his team had also told us what they aim to achieve in each video, and at the end tell us how many we were able to achieve, what was not achieved, and how the team will make sure what wasn't achieved can be achieved in the future. I feel we cannot explore the pyramids enough. It can be explored again, and any part of it that has not been explored or there is a gap, the gap can be filled in future videos. Also, I mentioned at the beginning, which what Mr. Beast and his team can do more of is also work with entrepreneurs who have tools useful for your videos. Collaboration creates more reach and impact. I saw human remains in the pyramids. I see no reason why The remains were not described in detail, and what parts of the body they come from, and what is the probable weight of the human remains that we're seeing in the video. Video of camping outside. I saw the video of Mr. Beast and his team camping outside the pyramid. But it was just shown briefly what was the atmosphere outside the pyramids. I feel we as viewers should know. I feel viewers should know what was the atmosphere like after sunset and before dawn. Was security needed? Because there are a lot of misconceptions, a lot of controversy around the pyramids. People want to know the safety around the pyramids at night. So I feel since Mr. Beast and his team camped outside the pyramids, not taking us into their tent, but the environment from sunset to dawn should have been summarizing like every hour in a minute video, as I mentioned. So, what didn't work? Movement to some parts of the pyramid. I feel only like 50% was explored. The video showed there was so much restrictions and some parts were just looked at superficially. I don't know if it's an advice from the tour guides not to explore it in depth. I feel a lot of the aspects of the video on the pyramids were superficial and there are a lot of restrictions. Where the video lost energy was every time the tourists couldn't move further, the zeal to continue watching reduced. Like any parts that couldn't be explored, which I feel I said at the beginning should have been done with a drone, lost energy. Like you're like, oh, why can't they move further? Why can't we see what's there? Like for every time Mr. Beast and his team couldn't explain a certain thing or couldn't move further, like the zeal to continue watching reduced. Like as a viewer, from the viewer's perspective, energy was lost. So, what would I write? Cut, restructure, and why would I do it as a creative strategist? Is basically what I would do is rewrite the goals for each site visited. They visited some pyramids. Each pyramid should have goals the Mr. Beast and his team wants to achieve. What was achieved, and at the end of the video, it should be explained what was achieved, what was not achieved, and the reasons why some parts were not achieved. Egypt is a beautiful country with very, very rich and old culture. I feel not just the pyramids which should have been explored, but the local foods enjoyed by Egyptians who live around the pyramids should have been showcased. The form of entertainment of people who reside around the pyramids should have been showcased. The pyramids, when you say the pyramid is not just about the pyramids and what is inside the pyramids. The pyramids are not just objects or tourist sites. They are people who maintain these buildings. They are people who live around the environment of the pyramids. What is it like? The culture, the people, their form of entertainment around the pyramids. So I believe exploring the pyramids should not only be about the pyramids, but also the surrounding of the pyramids. And like I said at the beginning, such video should have a slogan, like each of Mr. Beast's videos should have a slogan that goes with it and which will help viewers retain information on whatever is shared and whatever they see. What would I do differently on the structure on this specific video on 100 hours in the pyramids is also ensure we have paid ads on all social media platforms with a clip from the video. Yes, Mr. Beast is popular, but still very unpopular. So I feel I've never seen personally. I follow him on Twitter. When he posts, he has a video. He has posted the video. You can see yes, he has a lot of views, but still I feel it should go a long way in having a clip across all social media platforms, LinkedIn, X, TikTok, and the rest of it to showcase his videos to the world. So I believe this will increase the views and also increase the impact of whatever he's doing. The second video on what I would change, like I said, I'm repeating the same videos as number one is the beat Ronaldo and win $1 million. So what would I change is make the celebrities play their game and one game which is not theirs to see their range across sports. Yes, Ronaldo is good in football, but we would like to know as a creative strategist, I believe the world would like to know if he's also good at running to know if he's good at running, if he can do a marathon with someone like Speed and win. I believe a marathon between Speed and Ronaldo would have increased the number of views strategically. So what I would do on that specific video is make sure the top players in this sport not just play their game, but pick one more sports, which Mr. Beast and his team want to showcase to play to see their range across sports. So what didn't work? I feel Mr. Beast and his team should do more of making different sections of one video related, but with smooth transition and make it anticipatory. I mentioned this earlier. The videos were just like different blocks. So I feel they would have made it blend with each other and made it a smoother transition. Where did the video lose energy? I feel no section lost energy. I feel I feel no section of this specific video. There was no energy lost to me except in the race. In the race between Jonah and in the race between Jonah and where Jonah, one of the runners, who is Jonah, the fat, short guy who is a friend of Mr. Beast, but he lost hope of winning before the end of the race. As a viewer, I feel if he didn't lose hope, if he kept pushing, to me, I feel he would have won. But he lost hope just knowing Miles or whoever was behind him was will win the game. So I feel you shouldn't die before the head is cut off. I feel he wasn't even crying before he was already crying before hearing the bad news. So I see no reason why he gave up before the end of the race. That was the only part of the video where energy was lost. Where like I was like, wow, why give up? Just keep running, and it made it clear like the other person was going to win because he already lost hope. So what will I rewrite, cut, restructure, and where will I do that? Basically, this is an interesting video, and this is also a more interesting question because as a creative strategist, what I would do is tell the players to finish the game regardless of if they were losing. It keeps viewers on screen, it keeps them anticipatory, it keeps their emotions high, and also repeated emphasis on Cristiano Ronaldo. I feel it's not necessary. In the video, Cristiano Ronaldo was repeated. I know he has a lot of fans. I know many people watch the video because of him, but I think it was not really necessary to keep mentioning Cristiano Ronaldo. It made it look as if the whole video was on Cristiano Ronaldo and reduced the beauty of watching other parts of the video it was not in. So the players, another aspect I would restructure is the players communicating with each other, which I feel is unnecessary. In as much as it's good sportsmanship, I feel it's unnecessary because the speech of an opponent can affect the psychological output of a player. So thereby affecting the overall performance of the player. An example was when Miles told Speed at before they started the race, he would give up. He told Speed, you would give up. And he said a series of words, then ended it with an encouraging sentence of don't. I feel that was hypocritical, that was manipulative, because the communication he had with Speed before the race 80% of it was pessimistic, was like putting speed down, like was like working on a psych to be like, you are going to lose. Don't even bother trying to win. So I feel that was not really necessary. And also, as a creative strategist, I would do is the rules of the game. The players looking at each other, especially the celebrities to their opponents, the top players to their opponents. Yeah, I know Miles is a celebrity, Speed is also a celebrity, but it can be intimidating because we didn't have that dynamic in other sports where they were playing with younger unknown players. So the rules of the game, I would change that, and the players looking at each other, and also an example of that was when Miles, again Miles and Speed, because I many things I would say something speaks me off, especially in the race between Miles and Speed. So when Miles, if you notice, when Miles looked at Speed when the race was almost over, Speed was far beyond Miles. But if you notice, if you rewatch the video, you notice that when Miles looked at Speed when the race was almost over, Speed gave up. He was actually doing well, but there was a way Miles looked at Speed, and I felt Speed was trying to process the communication from the look. Like, why are you looking at me in such a way? Like, it wasn't comfortable with the look. And that's one of the ways of communication. Communication is not just speech, body language is communication, look is communication. So the way Mars looked at Speed, I don't it's not welcoming to me. That's not sportsmanship to me. And I feel that affected the overall outcome of the game. And Speed just reduced the space for it. It didn't look that way, but it adds that look did something to the psyche of Speed, and Mouse won the race. So the last question on building on an existing format. Now, taking this was not easy for me because I had a lot of one series video I liked, but I chose the $1 versus $500,000 dates. So basically, in this third video, we're talking about the framework, the hook, why what I feel like is the strategist is better than the original version, and also walk you through how I would improve the concept. I chose this because not just because it's beautiful to see Mr. Beast spend time with his wife, but also because I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm a lover girl, so I basically have ways to improve such videos or such events. So, what is the framework of the video? Basically, to me, is to see what is achievable in terms of money for value and time. There are um, three entities here: money, value, and time from that video. So the hook to me is see Mr. Beast enjoying time with his spouse, and other spouses enjoy themselves, which amplified the value of the date. It wasn't boring because we saw other faces aside Mr. Beast and his spouse. A majority of the viewers cannot experience such dates in their lifetime, so they want to know what such high price dates look like and what level of romance is attached to each date. So there is a range of dates. People want to know if romance increases as the prices increase, and if the value also increases as the prices increase. So basically that was the hook for the viewers, seeing what the majority of humans cannot afford, seeing at least if I cannot afford it, I can watch it and I can see what can be done. So what will I do as a creative strategist? My improved concept. Basically, number one is if you're a Mr. Beast staff and you don't have a date in any of the video, I see no reason why you should be in the video. I feel that was a lot of distraction, especially on the $10,000 date. You can see from the $1 date they were not there, and it was beautiful. Although short, but it was beautiful. You could see that it's a date between a man and a woman. But where the staff were in the $10,000 date with the celebrity chef, like they were like distracting, and it made it look like a child's play and not really a date, even though it looked beautiful. So I feel Mr. Beast staff should have been outside. If they don't have like their own dates, they shouldn't be in the video. Um, a $10,000 date after a $1 date is not visible. I feel the gap is so large. $1, 10,000. It's so large. So for majority in their lifetime, they will never have a $10,000 date. Majority will have a $1 date. Majority will never have a $10,000 date in their lifetime. So I feel more of the date ideas should have been below 10,000. There should have been a $500 date, relatable dates. Before going into the unrelatable dates, I feel the video should have captured a significant part of relatable dates for most people, which includes $500 dates, $1,000 dates, and $5,000 dates. Instead of just moving from $1 dates to $500,000 dates to $10,000 dates, I mean, that's a very wide gap. Um, and since this is what most people can have experienced, the $500 date to $1,000 date, it would have been like giving your viewers like date ideas, and it's you are more likely to your viewers are more likely to experience your team giving them date ideas. People are always looking for date ideas. That's why we have the alphabet date idea. So I feel not just giving what is not visible to most people, your at least 50% of your video should have been relatable. More than 50% of your video is not relatable. So of that video is not relatable. On the date is not relatable, which and more than 8% of the viewers cannot relate to the date. So I feel there is a gap. The one from $1 to $10,000 is a very wide gap. Should have been bridged. There should be at least like 3 or 4 dates between $1 to $10,000. So other couples should have joined them on the ski date, and a couple ski competition with award should have been added. Mr. Beast and it's a wide the ski date was quite wide, but I feel other couples should have joined them. And it would have been interesting seeing other people at the ski resort, and also having a ski competition to know which couple wins during the ski date, and it also give the viewers date ideas to go for a couples ski date. So, and also they would have given them award for the best couple ski dates or for the winner of the couple ski date. So, the date should have been customized with art-shaped decorations from the beginning. Yeah, we see a lot of dancing, romance, holding hands, peck, thank yous, but anyone can do that. I feel anyone can do that. You mustn't be lovers to experience that. You can do that as classmates. You can do that as work colleagues. You can do that as siblings. But what makes it romantic are what makes it romantic is what is in the environment. Basically, I was expecting art-shaped decorations on each date with the names of the attendees, if possible. If it's only Mr. Beast and his wife name should be somewhere on the balloons, or in the sky with a drone, something like that. Not just plain. It made it look like anyone can achieve it. It wasn't. It didn't give. the romance vibe. Let me put it that way. So on each date, the women in it should have received flower bouquet. What is a date without a bouquet? I wasn't expecting to see only flowers at the end of the video. And you can see Mr. V's spouse. She was like, this is the best date because I can see other people. Not just other people, the environment, the flowers. Women love flowers. I know in one of the video there were petals. That's not that. I believe for every date, Mr. V's spouse and every woman in those videos should have received a flower bouquet. They should be given pretty flowers. I feel that's courtesy during dates, which was ignored. I feel Mr. Beast and his team should have added that. The flower should not only be at the dinner table during the at the end of the video, and also the timing for each date should be on the screen, like the price of the date. I saw during in the videos, like the price of the dates were on the screen, but why is why the time not there? I know I mentioned at the beginning of this that there are three entities: time, value, money. So we are using money to buy value. People want to see the value you can get and also the time you can save, or the time spent in getting the value for the money. So I feel the time range for each date should have been specified on the screen. Like, okay, $1 date, we didn't spend much time because there are other $1 couples all around. So we spent like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. The $500,000 date, we had ample time. We spent 1 week or 1 day, 24 hours or 13 hours. People want to see it, and people want to know if with more money they can buy more time, spending more time, spend more time with someone they love. So I saw that the time for each date should be on the screen. I mentioned that should be on the screen, like the price for the date, because time is more valuable than money. And viewers would like to know if the wealthy can buy more date time with more money spent on dates. Mr. Beast and his wife should have danced together at the $10,000 date. They were playing some music. Why not dance together? That's why I said that $10,000 date was a bit disorganized, not just by Mr. Beast's spouse, but also there was music in the background. Why is there not some dance step and swinging of his spouse to dance, since not just enjoying the music, enjoying the money? People want to see you that, okay, you're not just having a date, but you're enjoying yourselves. And one of the ways to enjoy yourself during a date is not just to talk, but also to dance together. So another thing I feel as a creative strategist should have been done is pictures should have been taken at each of the dates for a date picture album. That's a lot. From $1 to $500,000. The range is a lot. So I feel pictures should have been taken on each date to have a date picture album, which would be reference for whoever attended those dates. An aspect which I want to bring to your notice is throwing the chocolate ashes on the floor. I feel this is morally and financially unethical, in as much as you want to boost the Mr. Breast's brand, chocolate brand. I feel this is morally and financially unethical. That part should have been removed. It should not have been added to the video. You don't have to do that. You don't have to disgrace. You don't have to pull down or look down on the brand to sell vegetables. I feel vegetables is a global brand, and you don't need that to push your brand. Like I said at the beginning of this video, every video should have a slogan, and the slogan for this video of $1 versus $500,000 date should have been, I mean, the slogan for every $1 series video for Mr. Beast should be every experience, in quotes, every experience above $1 is made up of a compilation of $1 in multiple places. Every $1 video should have that slogan. which is every experience above $1 is made up of a compilation of $1 in multiple places, because basically a $500,000 is made up of $1. $10,000 date is made up of $1. So by every experience, whether you are under a bunker or whatsoever, whatever $1 video you have, they are made up of $1, the basic. So the price might be high, the amount of money attached might be high, but it's still made up of $1. So basically, this is my submission for the position of creative strategies for the Mr. Beast brand. I believe I tactically dissected the videos and gave my recommendations will solidly reinforce and boost the Mr. Beast brand. Thank you so much.